Yo, 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 welcome to Slimers Gaming, where dreamers dream and gamers game. And it's your girl, Leasia Lee, whatever you want me to be, and you know the rest. Welcome to part 7 of Hogwarts Legacy, Painting Pictures. We about to get into it. We about to do it. Let's go. Man. Alright, so we gotta talk to the portrait of Eldritch Diggory. Eldritch Diggory. That's why you get the title, Painting Pictures, because we gotta talk to the portrait. You get it. We on the main missions today. Last video, part 6, was side missions. One of the side missions was Ocean Dive, where you search for different things, you know, collectibles and all that stuff if you missed that. And it was just cool to be swimming in, you know, the graphics and everything. I was trying to see if we could see some fish or something like that, but it wasn't nothing too crazy like that. Bro, these stairs get me every time. I swear. But yeah, like, we made that one a quick one. You know, we gonna see how these main missions go, you know, with the cutscenes and all and whatnot. And we gonna see what this come out to. Hopefully it's a lot of action, cause I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to go crazy. Look at the snitch. Okay, I can't run no more. Oh, this Eldritch right here. Here we go.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program, at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits here more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Oh, didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Can you tell me more about your great niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Ooh. We trying to stop a conviction? That's what it sounds like. Oh, we gotta go far. We gotta go far to speak to this lady. Like far, far. We're gonna quick travel somehow. Cut the miles short. That was over 1,000 some miles. I'm glad they don't have me as the only student roaming around here. That'd be like, it's unsafe, bruh. It's unsafe.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Bro, why am I running in? Trying to do these little shortcuts, not getting me nowhere. That was a shortcut. How are y'all just walking? Like, that's gonna take y'all all day to get to where you gotta go. What is that? We'll wait, we'll wait. We'll come back to all that. We're straight on the path right now. You know what I'm saying? We're straight on the path. Man, they need to give me a broom, man, so I could just soar. Like, bro, oh, they got me out in the city. I feel like I look at them looking at me like I'm a chump. Get out my way. Get out my way. I have somewhere to be. It's gonna take me a month and a day to get there. Bro. And I did have a flu flame. So I ran all the way.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I ran all the way there for no reason. Okay, cool. I gotta go all the way over here to speak to Helen. This is insane. Helen could have met me. She could have met me halfway or something.
See myself doing this sort of thing forever though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
All that red. We ain't trying to mess with them folks. Who is them peoples? Sorry, get a little wet. I kind of feel like Assassin's Creed the way I'm jumping over stuff and running.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
It won't let me talk to her.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.
The Thitzel and the badge. Helen Thitzelwood, reflections of a former aura. Retirement isn't what I expected. I enjoyed the leisure time, of course, but I do miss the excitement of haunting magical fugitives. I know you're not supposed to admit that you actually enjoyed the turmoil associated with the job, but how can you feel anything other than exhilaration when chasing a Ukrainian iron belly through a Muggle city and then obliterating all of the Muggles who saw you, or foiling a dark wizard's plot to take over the ministry with an army of Chinese chopping cabbage, using only a single basket of bouncing bulbs. When the ministry finally makes all of my old cases public, my neighbors will never look at me the same way again. Old Madam Thistlewood down the lane is the one who put that nasty brute so and so in Azkaban. For now, I can merely insinuate lest I divulge something confidential. I would hate to force my former colleagues into locking me away in Azkaban. Not an appealing thought. Well, I suppose I should check on my garden. The bluebells have been struggling this season. I struggled with that. She just seen me like read that, so. I have a lot of these days to reflect upon my career. I wonder if the good we did balances out the mistakes we made along the way. Did we always catch our criminals? No. Did we sometimes put away the wrong person? It's possible. Is that an acceptable risk when it comes to preserving the well-being of the wizarding world at large? I like to think so. But then again, I'm not an innocent witch motoring away in Azkaban. If I were, then perhaps I should feel differently. It's an quandary without a solution, whatever that means. Or at least not the one that am likely to solve. This is the problem with retirement. It leaves one with too much time to dwell upon bygone problems. But there's nothing one can do about it. Oh, and my bluebells died. This is the last one. I'm still dwelling upon my big hypothetical from the other day. I always made certain that I could defend my decisions before the vision should the need arise. I was required to do this on rare occasions, and it was never a pleasant experience, no matter how confident I was. Despite what some believe, the ministry is far from omnipotent, and when I hung up my badge, I left behind quite a few unsolved cases. If I had all the time in the world, I doubt I could solve them all. But should the opportunity arise to revisit one and correct any mistakes I made, I will certainly take it. That's the only way to rest easy about my career. Never hesitate to fix mistakes, especially if they are yours to begin with. I fear that in our haste to mete out justice, we may inadvertently become the vehicle for injustice. I fear this especially for myself. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Oh, I'm through with gardening. I need a new hobby. Yeah, don't garden. Don't do that.
Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust. and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul. Never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the Ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Very well. Let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment. That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. Still, be careful.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
If I had my wand, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you!
You don't scare me, young cur. They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
All around in darkness, my only friend, my only hope.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hockeyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave? Near Upper Hogsfield?
Field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins? Near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madam Thistlewood, all right. I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I don't know what to say about that cutscene. I'm laser focused right now. I can't believe that. Very scary. If you know me, you know I'm scary as hell when it comes to zombies, ghosts, any of that.
This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages.
Don't need to be breaking stuff.
Incendio!
Oh, what's this?
Revelio.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Accio. Revelio. I see how this goes. Accio. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
My dearest Anne, well done. You solved my puzzle. I knew you were a kindred spirit and the only one with whom I could truly share my adventures. Meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest as soon as you can, and I will show you the map that I mentioned. There is no telling where it will lead us. I found it on pages that Peeves ripped from a secret book, and no one else seems to be able to find. I haven't any idea what lies ahead, but I am glad to know I shall share my future with you. This is only the beginning, Richard. P.S. I am terribly glad you found this, as I would have gone alone if you did not. And what fun would that be?
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Okay, let's get up out of here. Something going on. We're gonna get up out of here.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired Aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been traveling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the Aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Man. We gotta see where the action is. Here we go. I need to learn the disarming charm before I can follow Richard's ghost to... Alright, bet. Boom. Let's go learn this charm real quick. Been trying to fight, I'm trying to go.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
Oh, I came all the way here and I really gotta go to class. I did all that and I really gotta go to class. Okay, but where is the... Sure, let me move around now. There we go. Gotta click on stuff. Alright, we gotta take the class for the charm. That was just a cutscene showing that we had class.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is...
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Okay, let's add that charm. Which one was it? This one. Ooh. Yeah. Need that. So now we got Levioso, lift him up. We got Accio, bring him here. We got Expelliarmus, and it knocks him down and in the air. And then we got our Incendio. Okay, so boom. Now we ready to go to the we ready to do the mission now. I believe that's our quest to find the missing pages. Yeah. And we're gonna get there by fast travel. Alright, we about to see what comes about when we get here. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Oh, don't look at me. I always want to fight. I'm trying to chill, bruh. God. Alright, we're ready now.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
I'm literally with a ghost.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
They come after
Does he
me.
want to leave me?
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Ooh, this scary, y'all. We're in the dark.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Whoa. Oh, let's go, let's go. I ain't even letting it get right. Let's go.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Incendio. Accio.
I will make you.
Incendio. Accio.
None of that, none of that. Let's go. What?
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw...
We're not playing no games.
I wonder how big this
Let's
place
find
is.
these pages. Get up out of here. Whoa. like, whoa.
These rooms must have something to do with opening this door. I can shoot the sun, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Incendio! Accio! Aha! I think I see. I'll need to cast more quickly. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Yeah, let me in.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Potato! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
Oh.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Alright. Gotta go down here. That was insane.
Accio! Accio! Incendio! Jack, so can I. Potato!
Let's go.
Accio! Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere. Revelio. Accio.
I ain't do it quick enough.
Remarkable.
Oh. It's definitely getting real. Oh my. Okay. Oh yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go, right? Through here. Oh no, I went backwards, not paying attention. Okay, come on, we gone. Get away from these spiders.
Accio. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Oh, I just killed myself. I hope it don't start me from like a crazy place.
That's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Incendio! Potato! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
There's a victory that came none too soon. Ugh.
Gosh darn spiders, man.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him.
Okay, so I'll go up here. I gotta go through here.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. He's calm. Jackdaw.
Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Incendio! Potato! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
Accio!
I need to look around for the symbol.
Revelio!
Missing one? There's one.
Accio! Revenge.
Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
How am I supposed to get over there? Jeez Louise. Oh wow.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Accio.
Finally, bro. Finally. Look at this bridge.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages.
Oh God.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Potato. Accio. Incendio.
Alright.
Incendio. Potato. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Potato.
Good time. Oh,
Accio.
thought I was done. Oh, God. Dear Lord.
Expelliarmus. Potato. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Let's go.
But that's unnerving. What's happening? I've seen this before. Then God's and the restricted section.
Let's go.
Where am I? Oh no.
This picture got us in some BS.
Flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
Bro. I'm underwater.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here.
Like, let me
What
in,
is this
man.
place?
Whoa, bro. Whoa, bro.
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
Your connection to ancient magic has unlocked talents. You will receive 1 talent point each time you increase your wizarding level. You have new talent points to spend in the talents menu in your field guide. Okay, I got 5 talent points available. Spells. These talents help improve your spell casting. These talents will help improve your ability with the dark arts. Overall effectiveness. Sneaking around. We're going with spells because I use them a lot. Yeah, we're gonna go with basic spell casting, cause need that. What's this? And we're gonna go with ooh, I like that. Holding down dodge will allow you to vanish quickly and reappear nearby. Oh yeah. We're definitely going with that. Alright, we up out of here.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
We'll get to back where we gotta be. Gonna run up all these stairs I see. Yeah.
I'm back at
This
Hogwarts.
has been good so far.
I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
leveled up to 10. Yeah, that was good, man. We gonna wait till part 8, where we go retrieve that book
You need
and see
to
what the
learn
man
the
talking
pulsar,
about,
the
man.
banishing charm, useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
So we have a few steps that we gotta take before we get that book. So you know what's coming next on part 8 of Hogwarts Legacy. Thanks again for tuning in to Slimers Gaming with Dreamers Dream and Gamers Game. It's your girl Liasia, Lee, whatever you want me to be, and you know the rest. And we out this thing. Thank y'all, love y'all.